This is the Mohsin Mortgage Program with Sarah Mohsin. Mohsin Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550. And now, here's your host, Sarah Mohsin.
Good morning, Boston. It's great to be back here again. As I've said, it's been a wonderful week so far. I just have to comment on the interest rates being extremely low, as you well know. And here's the thing, these statistics do concern me. I've just been hitting them over and over again. 64% of Americans have said that they don't have $1,000 for emergency. Big portion of that requires them to actually miss their mortgage payment to pay for that emergency. I'm just saying, listen, you know what? Look at what you're actually paying out on your statement, your mortgage statement. I can guarantee you, if you give us a call, we can let you know that you're paying way too much. Interest rates are around 4.25%, 4.5%. We just deal with the facts and the numbers. I want folks to just make that phone call and at least ask the question. On to brighter things. My wonderful friend, Sarah Wernert, is in the studio with me again today because I'll tell you what, she has such great information and so much value added to just your health, your fitness, and well-being, which I think is critical in making also great choices with your finances. How are you doing this morning, Sarah?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be back. Thanks for having me.
Well, you're more than welcome to be back. I have to say there's just so much that we didn't cover, and there's a lot going on with you're going to be competing in June. Mm-hmm. Mohsin Mortgage is sponsoring you because I believe in you. I know that you're phenomenal at what you do. I've been training with you. You've been my great coach and advisor, and it's helped me in leaps and bounds. I mean, you've thrown off some statistics of your own on me, my body fat.
Yes, down 16 pounds fat, 3 pounds of muscle. It's great. Yeah, you look wonderful. Like I said, it's been a joy.
Trying to keep up with you. So what do you feel is important with just the way people are with this economy? It's a very stressful time, and how nutrition plays a big role in making people just not be as anxious and getting them back on track with spending time with their family. I mean, it doesn't mean that you have to be an athlete such as yourself, but to get into a plan, let's say sort of a good routine on health and fitness and nutrition.
Well, we have to remember that if we don't have our health, we really don't have much of anything else.
Right.
So we have to put that as one of our very top priorities. And sometimes I think when people get in financial difficulties, that might be one of the first things to go. They buy the cheap food, fast food, pizzas, things like that. They make choices that aren't the healthiest. Right. And, sometimes maybe vegetables and things that are healthy are maybe a little more expensive. But, you have to really weigh out the pros and cons to things, and you have to keep yourself healthy. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. You have to make sure that you are eating a balanced diet and not relying on these fast options that are really bad for you and, unhealthy, like fast food every day and, unhealthy choices. So it's important to make sure you make good food choices in any economic time.
Right. I mean, as you've said, we've had great discussions on the treadmill together in our 5:30 morning sessions.
Welcome to my office.
Right. You're always like, we're not talking until I'm ready to get you to do cardio. But the big part of it is I look at the big picture, the long term, and your physical health is critical in your financial decisions, because if your health isn't there, as you and I have discussed, financial decisions are just really irrelevant. And there's anxiety and fear. And I think that when you're working out, the endorphins are going, it helps you make decisions without that much fear involved. Right. And you have this great nutritional plan, this online plan that can actually reach out at the national level. Folks can contact you at Sarah, SarahWernert.com. And you also, because we sponsor you, can be also reached at our number, 1-800-662-9550. The reason I brought Sarah on the air with me is not only because she's a good friend. I don't endorse a lot of people, but the results are what they are. I ended up losing about 12 pounds. Everything that I'm looking at now is just clearer, more focused. It's just easier with the nutrition plan, which is 80% of what we're looking at.
It sure is.
And then when we're looking at finances, I have our great listeners who have things going on in their lives. At least they can actually put their finances in order, put their financial house in order by going towards lower interest rates or purchasing a home with a lower down payment, which Mohsin Mortgage can offer. But also, we're tied in very closely with you on the health and fitness side, which
Right.
is being healthy.
It all goes hand in hand, like I said, when you want to be productive in every aspect of your life,
Right.
and you want to make sure that you are feeling good about yourself. When you feel good about yourself, then you can make better decisions in your financial life. So if you're on a good program, you're working out, it's recommended that you do 3 times a week, 30 minutes of cardiovascular health just for maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're unhappy with your physique and you want to lose a few pounds, then you're going to have to do a little more than that.
Right.
And I wouldn't say most Americans do 3 times 30 minutes of cardiovascular workouts, so it's something I'm very, very passionate about. I do this because I love it, and I want to share it with everyone. I want to get everyone healthier. I have even started a Facebook page about just trying to spread the word of, getting healthy and a fitness connection, just for a place where people can go and post questions and, pick my brain, because I have been in this for over 10 years and, have my experience. I've been competing and modeling and have done numerous things that I feel like I can really reach out and help people.
And you have. I have to say, folks, you really see the difference in your way of decision making and how you feel. And I feel great. I have to say, this is very critical. It's just like building a house. I was chatting about this earlier on in the week. You go to an architect, you get that house built with the proper foundation. And what you offer, Sarah, it's an outstanding thing, because your health is number one. I deal with families that are going through, some hard times. Even if you're not going through hard times, it's, you're going through things in life. We all go through things in life. But if your health is number one priority with happiness, then you're going to be very successful. And it doesn't have to be just about the finances. We have typical household debt of $10,000 in credit cards. That's the average number, Sarah. It's insane. And we help finance and consolidate that debt. And I hear that level of stress in people's lives and in their voices. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you what, no matter how much stress comes your way, when we're off that treadmill, 5:30 in the morning, it's all gone, right?
And guess what? If you are on a budget, take a walk. It's free. There's a lot of options that you can be active and exercise that don't cost any money. There really are. And like you said, health and happiness are our most important things, and people need to get out there and be more active with their families. Mm-hmm. Go for a jog, a walk, go to the park, do things like that. That will make you healthier, and in turn, you can have a happier life and make better decisions and make sure everything and every other aspect of your life is in order.
Absolutely. And here's the other thing, folks. I know we've chatted about this before. We are financing folks with all types of credit scores, 640 and above. You don't need to have perfect scores. And, when you look at that mortgage statement, when you have a minute tonight, and if you're looking at the numbers and if it's not making sense, give us a call at 1-800-662-9550. On top of that, it's not only going to eliminate $200 or $300 from your mortgage payment, but just give us a call on the nutrition side as well, because to me, these two things go hand in hand. I have had trainers for years, and I've, as a business owner, been looking for a partnership and found a great friend in the same process who is now a part of our website, and her information's there, Sarah Wernert. And I have to say, her nutrition plan, it's 80% of the work. It helps you focus. It makes you really achieve your goals in a great way. And again, you can give us a call anytime at 1-800-662-9550. And you have helped a lot of people, Sarah. Can you give us a few stories about some of the folks?
I sure can. I really have. And like I said, this is my passion. One of my very favorite clients was a lady that came to me, and she told me that her boyfriend wanted to be engaged, but she said that she did not want to commit to him until she felt good about herself. Right. She's about 70 pounds overweight, and wanted me to come to her house and train her. And, you never know if people are really serious or not. And I went to her house 5 days a week. She was totally committed. She lost 70 pounds, got down to her goal weight, got married, is so happy and empowered, and thanks me every day for her new life. When really, I just gave her the tools to do it, and she did all the work. I can't make you say no to that dessert at a party, but I can tell you what you should eat. And, it really makes me happy to see her. And every day she tells me how she can carry groceries now and how she's happy to meet his family because she feels good about herself and she didn't feel good before.
Well, I think it's not only just the information that you give. You're a gentle spirit. You nudge people and you care about them, and that's very important. My partnerships and relationships with the people that I have with our business and folks that I endorse are based on the fact that we're all kindred spirits. You actually care. You give a lot. You don't take a lot back, but you give a lot. You don't like talking about yourself, I know, because we've chatted about that on the treadmill. And, this is your time to shine because I really want people to know how talented you are, how bright you are, how good you are at what you do. This is your true passion. And it's important when you see people finding their passion, loving what they do. And, the facts are what they are. Everything has worked in my favor. I feel great thanks to you. And folks, please reach out to us. Feel free to call us here at 1-800-662-9550. Yes, we're still in the mortgage business. Yes, we do financing, but we're still in the health and fitness business as well because health is key. Stay well, Boston.
This has been the Mohsin Mortgage Program with Sarah Mohsin. Mohsin Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550.